Yeah. In the land of Chimpanzee, wisdom flows like the Nile, unlocking the meta, we study in style. Ancestors whisper as we listen with pride. In the heart of the city, ancient truths collide. No time for the fake, skepticism is real. Free the hard way. 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 I'm the God killer from these bottomless streets, dropping knowledge bombs as the history repeats. It goes deep with wisdom, channeling the stars, might teaching on the block. Ancient wrongs turn right, the law keeps it gutter, rooted like a tree. Yeah, free the hard way. Free the hard way. Free the hard way. Free the hard way.
Oh man, that song hard, man. Man, welcome through the hallway, man. With Gullen and Gozy, man, they coming. Man, them dudes, you know they gonna be late, man. We got a good show right here, man. The Curious Case of Man and Chimps, man. We want to talk about behavior with chimpanzees, man. Also got a special request from Juju, Pseudo Killer Official. What's going on, Juju? What's going on, Miss Tiff, man? Appreciate y'all, man. It was a powerful show, man. And I'm glad everybody showed up, man. It was serious. Scarp Chronicles. I see you. I appreciate you. Big up. Say the kids, man, become an atheist. It was good. Keenan Wright. What it do? S. Rush. What's going on? My favorite. Black Panther. The Book of Al-Jihis, man. Where you at, man? Everybody got the link, man. What we doing? Make sure y'all like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe. Let's get together and let's go. So, man, this conversation gonna be right where it's supposed to be, yo, as always, man. Technically sound, well put together. Because we don't know no other way to do it around here, man. We always here with high education, man. Make sure you hit them cash apps, man. Show some love there. As if you feel like it, man. If you're feeling the material, man, go ahead and show some love, man. Let's make sure we keep this thing the way we got to do it, man. Man, I'm your host, man, Bobby Banger, man. Appreciate all the support, man. Like and subscribe, man. Keep that thing going the way it's supposed to, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate y'all just being with us, man. Going through the ups and the downs, man. We here, though, man. We got a special guest that's going to be coming on next week. I ain't going to tell you that later on. Special guest. Yeah, we're going to deal with 5 Keys and Yafu, whatever his name is. Yeah, man, we right here now. We ready. Right? That misinformation they over there teaching, the fake medical nonsense. All right? Fake foolery. That's what we doing, yo. Ain't got time to play, right? That ain't what we doing. You know what I'm saying? Can't do it, man. Also appreciate Brassner for stopping through, man. They ain't had to, but they stopped through, man. And they enjoyed it. It was all in fun, man. Great presentation, man. Big up the Miss Tiff, man, for putting that together. All right. Big up the iSonic, man. All right. For the artwork, man. And the thumbnail specialist, Kick Door Low. All right. Of course, big up to Miss Tiff, man. She keep everything funky over here on the Community Skeptics, man. All that art shit, all that. Big up to everybody, yo. You only as strong as your weakest link, man. Never forget that, man. Big up to Juju, man. Big up to everybody, man. Appreciate everybody. All the pseudo killers, man. Everybody, man. Appreciate y'all, man. You're a good sport there. Logic, man, for real. Yo, Patal, man. Yeah, y'all niggas pseudo as hell, Patal. I gotta say it. But big up to Patal, man. Long time friend, yo. Kid off to college, yo, seeing his boys grow, man. Big up to you, Batal. Y'all niggas still pseudo though, yo. That whole smash Scanwell is real. Never getting off that. What's up with you? What's up with you, Kevin, man? What's good? Chill, man. My man, what's good with you, bro? Appreciate you, man. So I don't know where they at. They coming. They need to be. All right. But you know, I can carry my weight. All right. So we kind of want to talk about chimpanzees. Let me see something here. I think maybe Juju kind of wanted me to address the let's see here. She want me to address, let's see. So I just let me see. No, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do chimps. Hold on. I'm gonna do this real quick. Chimpanzees, right? I think I can use the Wikipedia article. Yep, I can. And then I'm gonna throw up let's see. Yeah, I'll throw up humans, right? So we can kind of get. Where's Gulliver's up here? Yo, he know how to pronounce all that shit. Let me see. I don't want to struggle through it. I think I've been doing real good. Hold on one second. All right, yo, Gozy on his way. Just got that call. Appreciate you, Gozy. Sliding through. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this together. Yeah, I don't know, Juju. You might need to get up here. Let me see. All right. Let me put these two together right here for y'all so y'all kind of see it side by side. All right. Taxonomy. All right. Okay. So we're going to use the two Wikipedia articles first to kind of warm us up and kind of show y'all why we consider ourselves apes. And then what's the difference? What's the behavior? So this is going to be a great show to kind of help people. Now, if you're religious, that has nothing to do with it. This is in no way offending your religion. If somebody say it is, yo, then they capping, like the youngsters say. They need to stop capping. This is just an understanding of human beings through biology and evolution. That's it, man. Having nothing to do with what you believe and how you feel. All right. And I think it's important for us to really grasp that idea right there, because African Americans and people of color, man, specifically in America, yo, they seem to be the most religious, and people just lie to them. My boy, I got my man right here, man. Hey, Gullah, man. Like I told everybody on the other show, man, bro, I appreciate you, bro. You've been super loyal, yo, for years, yo. You've seen a lot of come, you didn't seen a lot of go, yo. And I just appreciate you, Gullah. I know you have a raggedy ass phone, but that don't even matter, man. Appreciate you. All the shit you done did over the last damn near 15 years, bro. Fucking with me, yo. Appreciate you, yo.
Oh yeah, bro. Am I clear?
Huh? I can hear you super clear.
All right, cool. So sometimes it don't even be my fault. I just be ripping and running when I be on. I be in the cars whipping. I don't, you know what I'm saying?
Baltimore shit, you ripping and running. I say me ripping and running, yo. That's crazy, yo. Ripping and running. Yeah, I remember ripping and running. Okay, all right. But nah, yo, I appreciate you. I appreciate your mind, yo. How long I done known you, yo?
Man, at least about 15 years now. Shoot, I look it
Crazy.
over the week.
You've been saying the same scientific shit. The same thing. I remember we used to breeze through them Wikipedia articles, yo, like a champion. We like, we was on it. We ain't using Wikipedia. Remember that, yo?
Oh yeah,
You was like,
That's
nah.
the
You say it's the new
now
wave, yo. You say it's the new wave. Remember
the
that?
new wave. It's the new wave. Yep.
He's like, nah, yo, them sources. They, nah. It's the sources. If you go to talk fast, nah. It's the sources. You gotta go to the sources. Don't worry about it. They say, nah. We was like, nah, you ain't fucking on Wikipedia. And I'm saying the whole Raw squad, like, man, fuck. You say, nah. He said, you get your
Yeah.
sources.
Now,
Like,
now that old concept today, that's the pseudo defense. Oh, you using Wikipedia? They don't even know how it works. They don't even.
Oh, that's so crazy. You say, nah. You can use this. We like, nah, yo, this nigga Wikipedia's we be on. You like, nah. Just like that. Now look at it, yo. I'm telling you, yo. I remember I was like, yo, that damn King of Zion, yo, that nigga was wild, yo, being a Christian. You be like, nah, yo, he was, nah, that was trade, yo. I was like, what? Nah, we argued about a week. Like, no, yo, he ain't. They wasn't really. It was trade. It was the trade in the areas. Why they had to do it? I was like, and that took me about 5 years to get that, yo. That was funny. I could, I was hard on Christianity, yo.
Oh yeah, yeah, bro. You on them. You in their neck. Yeah, but shoot, have the damn PDFs and books I got in my digital library come from Wikipedia because I go through the sources and the notes and all that. You know what I'm saying? I download them PDFs. They give you a lot of good PDFs in Wikipedia.
Man, and I'm gonna say big up to Super Wavy, yo. It done grew up right in front of our face, and I mean in YouTube time, like not in his age, but in YouTube time.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, YouTube time.
he
Yeah,
actually had everybody stuck looking at the screen.
oh yeah, man. That was hilarious last night. Hey, but wait, we got to get Wavy out of the black sources only, man. Because a lot of them people that you saying the black sources, the elders and all that, if you go through their sources, you're gonna see a bunch of white folks. You know?
Man, listen, bro. I done learned so much from our fights we done had, bro. You know what I'm saying, yo? It's crazy, yo. I done learned so much from all them fights, yo. The sign shit. Nah, you saying it wrong. Come on, stop that old shit. Y'all just would not let me sink, yo. No matter, you like, no. I was like, y'all niggas getting my damn nerves, man, with that shit, man. Crazy, yo. But yeah, we here, yo. And now look what the community is now, bro. They actually listen to shit talking about science, yo. Go think about that, yo. How long did it take, yo? Let me share my damn screen. Hold on. Let me share my screen. This is crazy, man. You need to get up here. Let me see. I know I gave it that link. Hold on. They playing. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, I asked ChatGPT some questions too. I could read, I could read off mine, the little short answers like that, or you could pull it up and I can give you the same question two questions that I asked it.
All right, I got a little presentation and shit. Hey Juju, I sent that thing in the admin chat. Sent that link in there, man. And then y'all gonna be able to ask some questions, man. Through the hallway, man. Mia, Gasson Gozy, Gullah, man. Gullah Geechee, man. Y'all gonna be able to ask some of these questions too, man. We want y'all to participate in that, man. Yeah, real black atheist style, yo. That ain't never changed, yo. Yeah, real black atheist style. So I'm gonna share my screen. All right. And I want to jump right here. I'm gonna start off with the humans. All right. And on Wikipedia, they always have they always got this, y'all. They got the right here. All right, the classification, the scientific classifications right there, yo. All right. And I like the picture they chose for humans, yo. I like that. All right. Like that. Played it slick. Right. And so you got the kingdom, the phylum, the class, the order, the suborder, the info order, the family, the subfamily, the tribe, Homidae, and the genius, Homo, and then the species right here, yo. See?
And you see,
Go ahead. Go ahead, go.
And you see where it say semi-morphs.
That's right.
You never stop being simians.
Talk that shit, yo. There you go. Semimorphs. Simians. What about the semimorphs? What you want to say about them?
The semi-morphs or the first primates, you know what I'm saying, that we today will recognize as calling them colloquially as monkeys.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah, but that include apes too, because apes, the ancestors of apes branched off from those basal primates, so that we classify as monkeys today in a colloquial sense, but they were just older or more basal simians. You know.
Gotcha. All right, so we got the kingdom with the animals, y'all. Yes, we are animals. All right, and if I could just show this right here, see that? They're all animals. All right, animals are molecular, eukaryotic organisms comprising a biological kingdom of animalia. Animalia, there you go. And then Chordea, that's the phylum Chordea. Let me see if I can make this up a little bit. All right, Chordea. All right, chordate. All right. I know you
Yeah,
saying we don't look like none of that, but go ahead.
yeah. I would say the cord data or the chordate that connects us to fish. You know, like we never stop being fish.
Mm-hmm. 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 Hold on, let me move this up here a little bit. Just a little bit slight. Hold on. Damn, I just think I can hit this. Oh, okay. Bet. Mammals. Mammalia. Start to look a little more familiar, right? Got your monkeys, got your mice. All right. So at this level, right, we related to all the mammals, right? All right. Mammal, all right, vertebrate. Okay. All right. Mammals are characterized, all right, by the presence of milk producing. All right. Hold on. Let me see. 1 sec. Okay, my fault.
You
All
know,
right,
and
got
and,
it. My fault.
and that's even the reason why even in science
You'll
they
share my
study.
screen.
Huh?
You can go ahead, Gullah, but you'll share my screen instead.
All right. Okay. All right.
I was gonna say it's even a reason why in modern science
Oh, hold on.
they test and do study on mice to get results, you know, to find results, you know, what will react to humans
Mm-hmm.
because mice or rodents
Mm-hmm.
or the next branch over that's closer to primate family. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Whoa.
Can you see that clearly?
No, that's gotta make it a little bit bigger. Let me see.
You actually got to
I
make
just
it
did. I just did.
bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Let me see if I can do that. I know we can see it on here. I don't know how other people can see it. All right, so I see the family, the phylum, info order, New World monkeys. All right. Hey, the monkey one is real interesting. When I pull up the monkey one, oh my goodness, man, that's a great read. Yo. When we was fighting that time on monkeys, yo, I absorbed a lot of information in that, man.
right. This chart
Oh
just
yeah.
gives a simple breakdown and shows the connection, and then when we split off, and I just started at suborder, and you can see. Can you read that, Gullah? Anthropodia.
Anthropodia.
Yeah,
Um,
anthropodia. Yeah,
then
that's another
infraorder,
that's synonymous. Anthropodia
anthropoid,
is not
right?
yeah anthropoid, and that's synonymous with simian. Anthropoid and simian is the same. You know what I'm saying? Taxon. Same.
Boy,
You know
you gonna
you
die on that Simeon Hill.
yeah yeah you can use it interchangeably. You know what I'm saying?
Got it. And so it goes through. I mean, I think if you all can see this pretty good. Let me see if you can see it pretty good. Y'all can see that really good. So we have order, infra order, family. I'll let you read the things in the square. I'll keep up a little bit.
Plantaria,
Yeah.
Rini, Plantarini. That's new monkeys. New World.
Platarini.
Uh-huh.
Then you got New World monkeys.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all based on
Calitrichidae,
yeah.
tamarins, and marmosites, cebidae, squirrels, and
Spot.
capuchin monkeys.
Oh yeah, squirrel monkey. Yeah. And
And
what
then you have
and what
Go ahead.
My
Go
bad.
ahead.
I would say what's a crazy trick that a lot of people don't know. You know, we say New World and Old World monkeys based on the
Mhm.
old world, the old perspective, but in reality, the New World monkeys are older for us, like being more basal on the primate branch than New World monkeys. They're like an older sub family that got isolated in the New World. You know what I'm saying? From they they branched off from old world monkeys, but they from like an older order or whatever. You know.
Right. And it also goes into different families from the infraorder tree. So out of the infraorder, you have these different families that branch off. You all can see it's like what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you'll get into New World anthropoid classification. So now you have another suborder, Anthropoidea, right? And then you got a parv order, super family against the old world monkeys. Then you have your family, your your Cercopathecidia.
No,
That's
the Cero Pitta Cedia.
Yeah, that's that first.
Cercopathecidia.
Yeah, Cerical Pitta. That basically mean
Find that
in
in
a
Asia,
nutshell.
huh?
It actually means tailed. That actually means tailed apes.
Got it.
You don't find them in Africa, do you? You find the oldest one in Asia. Am I correct?
What the oldest Sarah Pitta? Yeah, the older. Yeah, you find the oldest one in Asia. You can they even found some older ones in Europe when Europe was much more tropical.
Yeah.
And then you have the subfamilies in that group. This breaks it down really good. Then it goes to old world monkey classification. You have your suborder. We've seen that word before. Your parvorder. Seen that word before. And then we go into superfamily.
Hominids.
Hominoidea, right? And then you have your family. So look at this closely.
Homidae.
Homidae, great apes. And you have this other family over here, which is the lesser apes, okay? From the same branch of apes. But when you get into the great ape category, then you have these subfamilies. Now, the orangutans is in a branch off. And then this other family, the hominine, hominine, you got your gorillas, baboons, and from this, it breaks off into tribes. And I heard somewhere where someone messed this up. Someone messed up the taxonomy. But right here, you can see that from subfamily, their tribes are different. Okay, so we're not in the same tribe as chimps or gorillas. We're in our own tribe, Hominini. That's when, Abos always ask me my tribe. I say Hominini because it's actually the truth. Might not be the proper context, but they don't know any better. So I just want to show the taxonomy. This was easy to find. I think this is a great breakdown because it gives you old world monkey classifications. It gives you new world anthropoid classifications. I think that's important. So I'll drop it in the chat if you want to go through it. But
Usually, where can I find the links at? That's in the what? Where area?
the links.
For the server. Like I want to drop the whatchamacallit link, the server link.
I got you. I'll get it for you.
Okay.
It's actually at the top. It's not anywhere.
Oh, okay.
It's like if you go at the top in the general chat and you go to the pseudokidda headline, you push that arrow and it'll say share link. Okay.
Yeah, we start putting them in the bottom of the shows. So, all right, let me. All right, now let me do some old trick here. This is the best trick. The old trick.
You can take me off the screen.
All right, show you the best trick.
The link for what I just showed you, I'm dropping in the chat now, so you can grab it.
Put it at the bottom. It's gonna be the show. The show from now on, we make sure we're gonna put the links in the bottom of the show, so y'all can kind of like get that going. All right. So what I want to show you right here is this is y'all see the chimpanzees, right? And I just showed you all that, right? But let's look at the humans now. Okay. Now watch this. So we got Animalia, right? Now we switch to humans, right? All right.
I hope the pronunciation police don't come for us. I just want to put that up.
Animalia. I don't care. Animalia. That's got to be it, right? I know I said that right. Animalia. Animalia. Let's see here. Animalia.
Animalia.
Yeah, I said that. You can hear that, right?
I was talking about me, not you.
Oh, okay. So look, animals. So we see humans are animals. Switch here. Chimpanzees are animalia. Now, Cordea. All right. So, Cordea. All right. Chimpanzees are Cordea. Then they got the range of where they was at. Okay, Cordea. Now let's go to humans. Watch this. Humans are Cordea. The phylum is Cordea. Kingdom is Animalia. Phylum is Cordea. All right. Cordea. Spinal cords. Y'all know that, right? Mm-hmm. All right. Now, here we go. Now we're going to move to the Mammalia. The mammals, right? Mammalia. All right. Now with him, that's come to the chimpanzees. All right. This is not that complicated. They are Mammalia. See the pictures? Boom. Let me go back. Oh, I didn't know, my fault. Here you go. Okay. With the chimps, right? Mammalia. See the mammals? Boom. All right. Now, just because you're a mammal don't mean you look like a whale. And don't make you a whale. Right? There's reasons why. Milk producing mammal glands, right? For feeding your young. They all do it. Neocortex, broad neocortex region of the brain. We have fur, right? It's really fur. It's not hair. They call it fur. We just have a thin cropping of fur all over us. Okay. And goes in them, you know, they be like, nah, yo, it's fur, yo. I know you like the hair, sound comfortable with this fur, right? The 3 middle ear bones. This is also important. I'll show you that. All mammals got the 3 ear bones. You want to talk about that, Gozy? I mean, Gella? Because that's funny. The middle ear bones. Let me see if I got it, man.
Oh yeah, the middle ear bone. Yep, yep.
Damn, I thought I hold on, yo. This is where we get y'all at. And them 3 middle ear bones is for hearing, right? But not in water. And that's how we know that a quote unquote whale wasn't supposed to be in the damn water. How do we know? Because he got them 3 air bones. And mammals ain't in the water. How about that? They don't start in the water. And that's how we know that a whale is actually a mammal and not a fish.
Exactly. And the whale closest relative kind of give you a window view of the whale before it went into the water and evolved. Like its closest relative on land is the hippopotamus.
Oh, it sure as hell is. I like that. Coxabone.
That's facts, Gullah. And I don't know why a lot of people gave you so much flack for, the whale walking on land, because there is actually a PBS or a National Geographic documentary on the evolution of the whale. Yeah, so.
Yeah, them coxibone, and it's called, and that coxibone is a vestigial tail. Y'all know what that is, right?
Yeah.
All right. So okay now,
Yeah.
but I want to beta and Gull, I know you're gonna do this the best, right? So for 1 second, right? I just want to deviate just a little bit, and I just want to talk about those daggone. Let's see if I can find those 3 bones. I want to just show you this real quick, right? Oh shit, the ear. I don't think they showing the 3 bones here. They're talking about the ear and how the muscles in the ears move. That's a non-vestigial. Okay. Damn it. Shoot. The ears of a mesquite monkey is, and most other monkeys have far more developed muscles than those of humans. Yeah, but we got them though. Those muscles. Let me show you right here. We got the muscles, but I can't find the daggone bones in the ears. Since I can't find the bones in the ears, right? That's how you know that that's somewhere down the line, yo. You know what I'm saying? It's this right here, right? Because people be, damn, we don't got no tails, but this the fun part right here for me. All right. Nope, that's not the ear. Hold on. Damn it. Mortgage directed. Even this little piece right here, that's interesting. All humans got that little piece right there in the ear. If you got that little piece right there, that's that little piece. The muscle connected with the ears is of humans do not develop enough, all right, to have the same mobility allowed to monkeys. Arrows show, right, the vestigial structure called Darwin's tubula. Darwin came up with that. See that? Right there. Right there. See that? Boom, boom. Yeah. See, this ain't no joke. See, they ain't playing with y'all. Y'all either leave, follow, and get the hell out the way, right? But this the part right here. So, you know, Charles Darwin talks about vestigial features, right? It's a Darwin listed a number of punitive human vestigial features. Okay, hold on. Rudimentary, which he termed rudimentary in Descent of Man. Now, hold on. Let me get to the tail part. I'm letting go. I'm gonna let Gullah take over for a second, right? Coccyx, right here. The coccyx, the tailbone, right, is a remnant of a lost tail. All mammals, because we talked about mammals, all mammals have a tail at some point in their development. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, you sitting here watching this show had a damn tail. Okay? Now, watch this. In humans, it is present, see, it is present for a period of 4 weeks during stage 14 through 22 of human embryogenesis. You see that? The tail is the most prominent in human embryos between 31 and 35 days old. The tailbone at the end of the spine has lost its original function in the assisting of balance and mobility, though it still serves. God damn it. Man, come on, man. How did I get that? Man, this shit was crazy. Here you go. Well, the tailbone at the end of the spine has lost its original function in the assisting of balance mobility, though it still serves as a secondary function, okay, such as being an attachment point for muscles, which explain why it has not degraded further. Yeah, yo, but yeah, we know you're a mammal because all mammals have tails at some point in their development, yo. And I hope y'all got that. That's when y'all having those conversations, man, with people. You can break that out on their ass, yo. They might not be able to handle it, but if you do it right, put that right pressure there, get it. So we back to the humans again. And we talked about mammals. Now, this is the one that started this whole conversation in TMI, the primates. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, humans are primates. All right? Or you can use the word apes. People like Goes and Gullah, yo, they be like, yo, they fucking apes. When you listen to professionals talk about the conversation, yo, they say they apes. They don't mix their words. So we should be able to handle that. We are apes, ladies and gentlemen. All right?
Yeah. Same thing. Same thing is with the hominide. So if you're a hominide, that makes you an ape.
Mm-hmm. Hey, go to chimpanzee. The chimpanzee is also a primate. All right? We're not risen angels, but fallen apes. Falling out the trees to walk on the ground. Ain't they right, Gullah?
Oh, yeah.
Primate, right? There you go. But this is the chimpanzee. Boom. See that? You thought I was talking about him. See? Habarinis. All right. Let's look at the humans. Right? So I'm in the super order now, and here's the humans. See? The Habarinis. See? We're in the suborder. All right. So the order was we're in the order primates, the class of Mammalia, the phylum of Chordea, and the kingdom of Animalia. Same with the dag on chimpanzees. Here you go. Bam, walking you slow. Hamarinis. Now, simiforms. Here you go. That's a simiform. That's a hamarini. That's a simiform. Okay, these simiforms, anthropods or higher primates, are an infraorder of primates containing all animals traditionally called monkeys and apes. And this is, now let me move to the humans. There you go. Same thing. Simiforms. All right, the Hominidae, whose members are known as great apes or hominids, are a taxonomic family of primates that includes 8 extinct species, all right, and 4 genera: Pongo, gorilla, pan, and homo. All right. And come over to the chimpanzees. Hominidae. There you go. Hominidae. Hominini. Am I saying it right? Hominine.
Yeah, hominine. That's chimps, humans, and gorillas a part of that.
So I'm gonna switch right over here to humans because we're at the family now. That's your family. Here you go. Here's the humans. Same thing, yo. All right. The family. Now the subfamily is Hominidae. All right. Same thing. Let's come over here to the chimps. So we all fitting well. Now you see why. See, look, boom, boom, boom. What's your tribe? Chimpanzees. Homini.
Yeah. Even the dude in that picture, he had a gorilla baby in one hand and a chimpanzee baby in the other hand.
Did I switch it right? Hold on. All right. Y'all see that's the chimpanzee, right? The family. Let's come to the humans real quick. Let's see what the family at. All right. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. The family. Hominidae. The family. The tribe. Right? It's the humans. The tribe. It's the hominy. The tribe over here. Over here is the hominy. And now something with the genius. Now this is where it changes. Now here's the separation now. With the chimps, the genius. The genius is pan. Troglodytes. Pan troglodytes. Okay? All right. Boom. Pan. The genus pan consists of 2 extant. Am I saying that right? Extant species.
Yep.
The chimpanzee and the bonobo. Taxonomically, these 2 ape species are collectively termed Pananese. However, both species are more commonly referred to collectively using the generalizational term as chimpanzees and chimps. If you listen and hear Gullah talk, sometimes you'll hear get you and use this word, Pananese. You're like, what the fuck are you talking about, yo? But this is the change right here. And if you get into the human now, when we get to the humans and we want to talk about the genius, we are genius homo. There you go. We're the last line of the homos. That sound wild. No diddy. The last line of them. They all went extinct. There are other ones. Maybe we'll never show. I'll go ahead and throw that in there. All right. So we're not in the same genius as the chimpanzees. They ain't the genius pan, we need genius homo. And our species is Homo sapien. Right? Where the chimpanzees, right? Their species is pan troglodytes. See?
Exactly.
Why are we doing all this? Because we're getting you settled in, right? Trying to get you to where we need to get to try to pull this all together right here, yo. All right. All right. That's where we at with that. we talk about some behaviors, man. All right, so now y'all kind of see how that is and how they formed in a different family. You know, the genius and all that, man. And you see where we split off at, yo. That's important to know that, man. And you know, people mess this all the time, yo. Thought I said, did I say the bonobos? I said the bonobos.
Yeah, bonobos. Yeah.
Bonobos. Yeah. Hey, yeah, if you want to hit that link too, Chilambe, it's in the daggone thing too. In the admin section, I believe. Yeah, but you know what I mean? We're never gonna leave out the bonobos because they closer to us than chimpanzees. Am I right?
Oh yeah. Yep. Yep.
Can't leave them out. Bonobos. In fact, I should have put the bonobos up there, but it don't matter. Okay. Yep, Homo sapiens wise, man. Yep. So our conversation kind of took us to the making points about
With the human behavior, human primate behavior.
yeah, the damn behaviors, right? And so that first thing is I would like to talk a little bit about let's see. Let's deal with the I want to get to the kidnapping, that behavior. All right.
Oh. I asked ChatGPT earlier. I said does tribal warfare and human slavery stems from, because I asked it earlier. I asked it earlier, break down tribal warfare and you know, behavior in primates, including humans.
Mm-hmm.
And it said let's untangle this from the ground up, because tribal war and war behavior in primates, including us humans, draws from a web of biological, psychological, and cultural evolution.
Mm-hmm.
And they got like it said tribal behavior, in group, out group thinking,
Mm-hmm.
warlike behavior, organized violence. You would say observing humans, most extreme chimpanzees, and some capuchins. And then I asked it too. I said, does tribal warfare and human slavery stem from this behavior? And it said yes. It said both tribal war and human slavery grow out of the same deep rooted primate behavior patterns, but with humans twists that make them more extreme.
Man, the humans is more extreme. Yeah, you know, like World War I, World War II, Vietnam.
Mm-hmm.
Wars, first wars in Africa, 10,000 BCE, chopping off heads. Yeah, we more extreme.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's deep right there, yo. And so when I hit y'all with this right here,
Yeah. But then
right?
it go into details. But I can get into that later. I'll probably do it on my show one day. But I'll get into the details of all that too. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's basically in a nutshell, those behaviors come from those basic, you know what I'm saying, primate, you know, territorial or tribal behavior.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk about some of that. Kidnapping in apes, man. Scientific overview, peer review sources, y'all. So before you can enslave somebody, you would have to kidnap them, right? What is kidnapping in apes? In primatology, that's the study of primates. Kidnapping usually refers to the abduction of infants by other groups' members. So I would ask you, Gullah, do humans kidnap babies, yo?
So yeah, most definitely.
That's why they got the look right now in the hospitals. If any of y'all got any children,
Amber Alert. Everybody got Amber Alerts.
they got they get the bands on their arms when your baby is born, yo. So if you leave the hospital, the shit go off. And they got them in the nursery, yo, where you can't get in there without ID. Why? Because humans kidnap babies. It is different from human kidnapping. No ransom, no legal political intent. That's in the apes we talking about. But remember, humans are apes, often tied to reproductive competition. social bonding, and maternal practice. Humans. Why do they kidnap babies? Maybe because they can't have none of their own. Yep, reproduction. Trying to continue their line on. I don't know. But they kidnap babies. And so do chimps. Chimpanzees, pan-troglodytes, females, may abduct infants from other mothers, sometimes fatal. Got the source right there. Nzinga, 2012. Bonobos, rare often for alliance building or maternal practice. So bonobos take babies for practice raising them. Gorillas, during group takeovers, silverbacks may abduct females and their infants. It's the behavior. Orangutans, less common, primarily short-term separation. So they might take them and give them back. Adult kidnapping behavior. Chimpanzees, males may isolate. Erroneous females mate. Estrus, my fault. Estrus females, I said erroneous. Estrus females mate, they say mate regarding, it say to monopolize mating opportunities. Orangutan males sometimes separate females from forced mating. Short-lived. Gorilla silverbacks may keep females from returning to the previous groups. Well, I love her. I ain't gonna let her go. Why do they kidnap? To practice mothering. Young or childless females may abduct infants to practice care.
Yep.
You find this behavior in humans too.
Yep. Hey, even like number 2, that list when I asked it about tribal war and human slavery, you know what I'm saying, it connected to primate behavior. It said human slavery, and it said roots in primate behavior. Dominance hierarchies. Many primates have an alpha individual or dominant coalition controlling subordinates. And it's a possession of others, labor/reproductive capacity. Male chimps sometimes forcibly manipulate females, and some primates treat subordinates as resources to exploit. And they say human amplification. Slavery takes a dominance in institutional level justified. And they say yeah, so basically, you know what I'm saying, basically it's the same thing, but just on a much, you know what I'm saying, complex level.
A complex social structure in humans. And so
Yeah,
alliance building and kidnapping, bonobos
yeah.
strengthen social ties.
Because it say slavery takes this, like it say slavery takes this dominance in like what they saying this dominance, I'm referring to primate dominance. Well,
Well, hold on, please. Let me get to the kidnapping.
Okay.
You gotta first kidnap somebody before you can enslave them.
Oh
go
yeah.
get 'em.
You gotta go get it. You gotta bang it out. You gotta go to war.
Okay, so stress or social distribution. Disruption. It say kidnapping events often occur during group tensions. Shoot, well, you already know. Now, ape versus human kidnapping. Humans often involves ransoms. They pay that money, exploitation or permanent relocation. As humans, apes are short term, tied to reproduction and social strategies. Emotional impact. Mothers show stress, hormone spikes after infant loss. Right? That's ape versus human kidnapping. And here's your sources for today's conversation, man. Cambridge. All right, chimpanzees behavior. All right, we got male. Let me see. Hold on, where we at? Damn. Behavior, ecology and social biology. Let's see. Response to infant kidnapping and wild chimpanzees, primates. All right. So now, Gullah, you was talking about, so we moved from kidnapping to enslavement to slavery, and that's where our conversation really was. It was about Nzinga, and we talked about how I don't know what that is. Did I get over there?
Oh yeah, I got some interesting stuff about tribal warfare in Africa and Nzinga and all of that too.
So finish reading what you was reading about the slavery part and the humans and the.
I was just saying that slavery, the dominance in chimps and other primates. It say slavery takes this dominance to an and humans takes this to an institutional level. So
Correct.
that's the only that's the difference. But the basic fundamentals of it comes from I'm saying that same primate territorial dominance. I'm saying behavior.
Mm-hmm.
Us versus them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So like, we talking about slavery, like the introduction to it between the two, yo. It's just that the concept of slavery and humans, man, it involves institutionalization, man. Being institutionalized, bro. Long-term ownership of individuals. That's really what humans is doing right there. All right. And so like non-humans, right? Apes, is they do not have cultural or legal or economic systems, man, that would support slavery. Okay. Like some ape behavior involves coercion or restriction, but are temporary in the context specific. All right, so they don't actually enslave each other. All right. So I mean, that's important to know that. So the inference on that particular show wasn't on did they actually enslave people, it was on the behavior. Am I right, Gully? Did I read that right when you was talking about that?
Yeah, just the behavior. You know what I'm saying? Like even, because we still apes, you know what I'm saying? That behavior is gonna be amplified, you know what I'm saying, or more organized or whatever, so it's gonna be a whole nother level to it because we a little bit more, even though we apes, we a little more complex. But we already come from a group of complex mammals anyway.
Mhm.
We just more complex out of the group.
So yes, it wouldn't be like true slavery. So I kind of understand the behaviors, and I know you wasn't talking about true slavery. So like humans, slavery is permanent, man. Forced labor, supported by
Yeah, generation.
generational, man. Ape behavior is opportunistic, short term, tied to mating or dominance. So there's no evidence of economic exploration or property rights over others. So of course, you wouldn't think that, man. But ape behaviors resemble slavery aspects, though, y'all. Yep. Mate garden, males prevent males from leaving during extrius, chimpanzees, gorillas. We talked about that, orangutans. Infant kidnapping, we talked about that. Abduction of infants by other females. All right, chimpanzees, bonobos. Coalition control. All right, bonobos, females restricting male access to mates. Female retention, gorillas keep females during group takeovers. All right, so this behavior kind of resembles slavery, but not in the true sense. So that comparison between slavery versus ape, coercion, slavery, permanent, institutionalized, economic exploration. So nobody would actually think that, man. Coercion, temporary, reproduction, social dominance, focus on that's apes, formal ownership, okay? Emotional, all right? Consequences for victims in apes are real, but proposed difference greatly. All right. So, yes,
Yeah.
the scientific consensus on this issue. All right. Cohesive behaviors in apes are well documented, but not equivalent to slavery. Behaviors often serve reproductive alliances building and competition functioning.
Yeah.
All right. So, I want y'all to know that the tribes and humans, yo, they take other females, yo, and kill
Yeah.
off the male. Go ahead.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Just the Mongols. Yeah, the Mongols loved it. That was one of the Mongols' favorite moves. You know what I'm saying? The Mongols, the Mongol Empire.
Mm.
But like if you look at the but sure, like it might not be like humans might, carry slavery and human bondage or human on human bondage for a long period of time. But another thing, our closest primate cousins, like chimps, we can carry on wars for a long time. Like chimps can carry wars on for a long time. That if you look up the from Jane Goodall, the works that she studied. You can look it up on Wikipedia. It's called the Gombe chimp wars. It lasted for 4 years, 4 years straight. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Is that the lady that actually studied the apes?
Yeah. You could do a quick. It's on. They got a wiki article on. It's called the Gombe Chimp Wars. Gombe. Gombe.
Yeah,
It happened in Tanzania.
Oh yeah. What about the one that came on TV? Y'all should look at.
That's the Chimp Empire.
Oh yeah, I got finished watching. That was crazy how they was, and that's what I and that's why we talk about the behavior that we have between these groups. Ape behavior. With groups that break away, all right, and form their own alliances around what they perceive to be the dominant male or female. Interesting, right?
Exactly, man. And it's so like I can't wait to get to that part. And it's so similar to like kind of what Nzinga and other African groups had to deal with, because it wasn't about Pan-Africanism and none of that stuff back then. It was an opportunist type of thing.
It's a new idea.
Yeah.
That pan and work together was a new idea. You work with your clan and your group and your nation and your city state. So this behavior you seeing this, we at the rudimentary, primary, we at the primitives. This is very primitive behaviors y'all see going on around here. People get with the group that they like, they feel more comfortable with, yo. And when somebody else try to attack the group, they all get aboard. You got people that will switch groups, right? Form new alliances. You'll get people that like to move back and forth. Back and forth. They can move back and forth. No more different than mafia crime family. Same thing. Some people can move in all the different families and love and revere in all the families. Some members of the group just hate other people in those particular groups. But it's consistent, yo. With human beings and chimpanzees, man, there's always a perceived leader, no matter what. No matter how much you're trying to say the leader out of it, like Tariq Nasheed. He can say that shit all he want, yo. They looking to us, they looking to him for his direction. Right? And if somebody come around with that message, right, and doing more than him and making the shit move forward, you'll see that shit just shift or it'll break away. Just like ADOS and the fake, what you call it, FBA, they broke apart. Why you didn't get up here, Cedric? Remember that's how they split, ADOS and FBA? Go ahead, Gullah.
No, I'm gonna say yeah too. I don't know why people get this concept that people is innocent people just sitting back, chilling, waiting for people to capture them. I mean, the main pipeline of the transatlantic slave trade was war captivity. You know what I'm saying? That was the main. The main. I mean, of course, you had some cases where people was like that. You know, we had nuances or whatever, but the majority was back and forth wars.
Of course. Wars. And you made a statement on them ships. Sometimes you was on the wrong side of the war.
Oh man, I asked ChatGPT. I said in the transatlantic slave in the transatlantic slave trade, was Africans that sold other Africans on the ships captured as well, being on the wrong side of war? It said yes. It said many cases Africans who participated in capturing and selling others into the transatlantic slave trade could themselves later end up enslaved, often because they fell on the wrong side of a later war, political coup, or shifting of alliance. And I said, they even used what I said earlier. They used Oyo and Dahomey as an example in the wars between those two empires. And I said, could an example be made with Queen Nzinga history? It said yes. Queen Nzinga's life and politics in the 1600s are actually a perfect case study of how an African leader could both sell captives and risk capture herself in a political tides turn. Oh, and they say, look, risk of any look her risk. Number 3 say her risk of ending up on the wrong side. And Nzinga spent much of her life fighting for allying with whoever would help her survive. You know, her people. You know, say Portuguese 1 year, the Dutch the next year.
That's right. Mhm.
Had she lost a major war deceitfully, she could herself could have been taken captive along with her followers and sold. This happened to many rulers and nobles in the region when kingdoms fell. In fact, some members of her family and court were captured by enemies during conflict and shipped across the Atlantic.
Mm. Man. Yeah, she was a serious person, yo. And what I would like y'all to look at, go read that Wikipedia on the Nzinga, man. All right. And you barely see them calling her a slaver. I think there might be one group calling that. So you got the Angolians, what they said about her. All right. So historical portrayal is a powerful queen who reigned over 30 years. Okay. And she's been the subject of many damn works. Now, Angolia, they look at her in her native land, yo, in her oral tradition, celebrating Nzinga's life. Right?
Yeah.
And they started celebrating her right after her death. They was always celebrating. After her death, they really celebrated, right? As they though her kingdom would eventually be incorporated into the Portuguese Angola. Commemoration of the Nzinga and her achievements persisted, yo. All right. In the 20th century, the Nzinga became a powerful symbol of Angolan resistance against the Portugal during the Angolan War of Independence. So they look back on her again, right, to gain their independence again. Okay, Nzinga legacy would outlast the Angolan Civil War and remains an area of interest in the country. Now, the Portuguese, all right, longtime rivals, wrote works relating to her life. All right, okay. The first biograph of Nzinga was published by Antonio de Gaete, the Capuchin priest who had lived in her court, 1969. His works praised Nzinga for diplomatic skills and compared her to famous women from antiquity, but also pointedly noted that she had ultimately been persuaded by divine providence to accept Christianity. You know, he would throw that in there, right? It's saying Antonio Cavazzilli, another Capuchin who had resided in a court, wrote in 1689, right? Again, noting her political skills, but also describing her as a queen who had ruined the land. I wonder why he would say that. But this is the Portuguese account of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And look. You still going on?
And we finished. Yeah, between
Okay,
Gate and Casvalini, it says biographies became the primary source in Nzinga's life. Portuguese writer would continue to write about Nzinga into the 20th century, normally depicting her as a skilled savage. All right, watch that. A skilled savage opponent who had ultimately been forced to submit to the Portuguese and accept Christianity, right? And then in the Western accounts, I'm gonna let you say something. Go ahead. And
no, I was gonna mention her involvement in the slave trade. A lot of people they just throw it over and gloss over it and don't even know the reason why she had to do what she had to do. It's a her involvement in slave trade. It says Nzinga initially opposed the Portuguese slave raids into her territory. You know what I'm saying? Remember, keyword her territory. When I say apes and primates are territorial.
right, territory.
And they say, but in order to strengthen her kingdom and keep Portuguese pressure at bay, she eventually engaged in the trade herself, capturing rivals and selling them to Portuguese or the Dutch in exchange for firearms and political leverage. Her captives were often prisoners of war from neighboring states, not her own core subjects. But if them other groups had a connect or Portuguese or Dutch connect like she had, they would have did the same thing to Ndogo.
You would have to.
Yeah.
What the hell happened? Didn't the ghost just pop up here?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. But you can't like people like Chef and all that. You can't look at just Nzinga. You have to look at the people that was your own ancestors. You gotta look at your own ancestors too.
Man. I mean, you know, it's that mischaracterization, yo, of history once again, right? But this what y'all don't got. You don't got this. I'm about read out. I know how not to read too much, but y'all don't got this, man. Y'all ain't looking at this. Nice work right here. Got the highlights in it. Work right here. Yeah, I ain't reading this. This is y'all not doing that. Let me see.
Yeah. Look, if they actually read it, they would realize that, you know, just because you sold slave don't mean you wasn't immune. You not immune to being captured yourself.
All right, let me get in Gozy up here, man. Welcome, brother. Street Sufi.
What's up, bro?
Guys,
Peace and love.
Gozy, what's up, man? How you doing, bro?
How you doing,
Good,
man?
bro.
Peace. What am, y'all? How y'all brothers doing? Peace and love, man. What's going on with y'all?
Hey, man. Last two shows, man, I've been giving you and Gullah y'all flowers, bro. So I want to give you your flowers, yo, like they say in the hood, yo. Make sure everybody know the role you played in making sure this thing worked, yo. You was
Oh,
an
man.
original Armor Squad member, yo. And I told him you was reading palms. Prolific.
you know, even a lot of those things, in the past, as I always stated, it's entertainment. I never took anything include what I practice now literal. I'm not a literist when it comes to belief. I mean, people have a right to believe what they want to believe, but I try not to mix the realities of the field of science and theology or a belief into it, because that's when it gets in the gates of pseudoism. But we all have smirks of like, I entertain much things in the past that can come off very pseudo, but we all have space to grow as human beings.
I like that. But hold on,
And
let me finish your flowers.
Oh, yes, sir.
But
Appreciate
you
it,
was
brother.
the first member, you was the youngest member, and you was prolific when it came to science. So you helped me grow, right? In my journey towards science and science literature. I wouldn't have grown, yo, without you there, bro.
I
That's just,
appreciate that.
I mean, the ultimate wars with me, the fights back and forth, yo. And after you cussed me out that first time, when you missed the show, one my damn fault. That's the bullshit, niggas. Fuck them niggas on YouTube. Niggas, you can't go fuck them. After that, yo, you apologize, yo, and you never did it again. And even when I was wrong about shit, specifically Hassan and working that bullshit they tried to pull over, yo. Even when I'm wrong, yo, you told the truth, yo. Stand down on him, not on him.
Absolutely.
Got that, bro. That loyalty been for damn near 20 years, yo.
Yes, sir.
You was definitely
Absolutely.
the first young phenom in this bitch. Always said that. Wasn't polite, yo. It was the nigga who was the most scientifically literate that was prolific. You brought the conversation about DNA to this motherfucker. Nobody else did. You pulled the friction on who the Egyptian was 15 fucking 20 years ago with your fucking partner in crime, Gullah ass.
Absolutely.
Gullah was young too when I met him. And y'all formed that motherfucking group. Nigga Chief X tried to act like, yo, that we didn't form Team Osiris together. I tried to come up with a name, you corrected that shit. Nah. See, that's what the leader do on this thing. Nah, I don't like that name. Y'all came with your own fucking name. All right. And that group was designed to be the scientific arm of the Amara Squad and to check the Amara Squad. Y'all was checking the checkers, bro.
Yeah,
Never niggas forget that. But
the whole goal, even when terms like, you remember Cameron was out then, and I remember a few shows we did, and they used to say pseudo killer, or people in the Midwest would say EBK or ABK, anybody killer or everybody killer. So pseudo killers, that was like I used to say. People don't remember. This is how deep it goes. I used to say you can go to old blog talk shows, sub-Saharan Black African power.
Yeah, you see him, man.
A long time.
Always add that shit on, yo. He was the first nigga to cuss somebody out and call him pseudo, and that was my friend Clyde. When I cringe when you got that old man like that, you a fucking pseudo. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh,
It's so crazy now. A lot of these actual pseudo dudes, they call people pseudo the insulter, but they don't even know where it came from. So you don't even know why you saying that. Like we made that. We the reason why y'all like using it as a fashion now. Like y'all using it because of my bro. Like,
But you know what's crazy. But you know what's crazy though, Gullah. The people in those fields, they have evolved into complex pseudos. Because now you got complex pseudos, where they're able to merge different things together and just it's just like it's at this point in time when you got complex pseudos who don't want to accept reality or don't want to accept truth or whatever you got to reveal to them. It's hard to debate people like that. You know, it's no rules to this thing in this underground community that we call a conscious community, which is really an underground. It's like underground hip hop. You know, we going battle backwards and forth and battling over proper information and data and trying to correct errors that a lot of things that's been represented in the past. Also, Team Osiris was one of the first people. I don't know if Gullah you remember, but we was one of the first groups. And this is no disrespect to the elder, because I don't go around disrespecting elders, because we all got room to do wrong and right.
Feel like it when you don't feel like it. Go ahead.
I was going to say we was the first one to correct and did a show like 8 years ago on not correcting, but putting it out there that Dr. N.T. Diop was an error in some layers in a UNESCO. Joshua Kane did that. I don't know if y'all remember that. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
The show is out there. That's 9 years ago.
Yeah. Even before that, Josh, broke that in and you know what I'm saying, and brought that wonderful information. We used to post stuff on the Facebook, post about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, y'all was an antagonist ass group of young niggas. And yeah, because we also understood the Cairo Symposium back then, yo, right? And we showed how Diaz was saying younger people will come correct us. Y'all just was wild shooting up, motherfucker. That's how I do it, yo. Got all the guns, shoot the shit. That's how I go down now, yo. Yeah, y'all was that, right? That's why I'll never give that dude no credit on nothing. Y'all was the first friction on the Black Egypt conversation, nigga, 20 years ago, bro. Like that shit was about 20 years ago.
Yeah, we was like the original YNs. We was like the original YNs.
Yeah, original Y, you hitting it right in the know. All that Black Egypt shit was gone. Y'all was shooting that up. Yeah, you getting shot up saying that. So I don't know why people try to.
But even in my delivery, because in my delivery was saying Black Egypt, I always was very complicated by Black Egypt. It was very loose because I do have shows, right? I had a show I did like 12 years ago where I talked about Egypt being black, but I was using an Egyptian guy as reference named Mustafa Gadala.
We got the book. Mustafa Gadala.
The book is called Exiled Heart of Africa, Exiled Egyptians, Heart of Africa. And this was the Egyptian, but I always said the Egyptians are Egyptians. I never denied them. I said they are admixed, right? Because it is a continuity, but I never said West Africans was directly that. But I do have a show from like 12 years ago when I said some people could say that. This is before people was deeply dealing with genetics, right? This is when it was more trying to find affinities with Africans as a whole. But if you listen to what Ngozi always said, I never ultimately ever felt that Egyptians was West Africans. My name was, which was
man, that was always off the table.
Bro, we had a real Egyptian on our squad.
Yeah, and people don't remember that. He on Facebook now. His name is Ahmad. He's an actual Egyptian. I'm not talking about a dark skinned Egyptian. He's a light skinned Egyptian brother.
From Cairo. My name's from Cairo.
He's from Cairo. If you guys look up Ahmad, he's on Facebook. He was the Egyptian with Team Osiris, and Osiris was only selected because the Egyptian thing is catchy. At the end of the day, no one's trying to be Egyptians, but I'll tell you this. Even when I said loosely a bit later, Ethio-Somali or black, that's still in context of something that's not from sub-Saharan zones, because if you read 2014 studies, Ethio-Somali morphology back migrated into the continent to older data is 23,000 years ago that was shared with groups in the Epipaleolithic Levant. So what I'm trying to say is that people don't catch a lot of things, but it was never in any form of fashion.
That's
what
tricky.
We felt that.
We never promote no damn Black Egypt, yo. That's tricky shit, bro. What the fuck out here, yo? That's
Yeah,
what
did you
infuriates me. But go ahead, yo.
did you guys get into? And I appreciate you, brother Unc, because it's been a long way, and even for people to talk, you know, I'm a scientific advocate, bro. I'm a scientific enthusiast, and I am an autodidact. And my whole thing is I love science, and for us to inspire people to get even want to read about this is a beautiful thing. I'm just saying, like, I'm not trying to get people to think like me. I'm not trying to teach people what to think. I'm just trying to get people to understand how to think for themselves. And I just love science, and I love evolution, and I love genetics. So my whole thing is, it's been a long way, and I really appreciate you, for showing that respect and love. And I appreciate my brother Gullah, and I think that we all got something to offer because we all getting people to think. You know what I'm saying?
It's different now, yo. Now we got people with us. Before, yo, we was out there in the fucking desert somewhere. And if you think that I was all the way out there and on Roscoe, y'all was way out there at the outpost. Yeah, yo. And I just appreciate that shit, yo. Like, man, nigga, when it's time to go to war, I'm calling you there. Like, come on, yo, fly in, nigga. We're gonna fly you in. We'll get you some money. Come on, yo, get these pseudos. Like, that's what we do, bro. We share. Right? We make sure that the voices get heard. That shit don't be happening like that no more, bro. I always shared, yo, and I appreciate y'all, yo. I do, bro. And we're gonna keep knocking their heads off, yo. We intellectual gunfighters, and they ain't been able to get past it for 20 goddamn years, yo. I done seen a lot coming, seen a lot go, yo.
I remember that old post when you used to go live with the books behind you. You cussed me out. I was like, because I said I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed in you. You was like, disappointed, nigga.
Oh man, yeah, because y'all was trying to just kill this shit too quick, man. Y'all had the guns pointed at everybody. I was like, come on, yo. I was trying to say, slow down. Listen, I was trying to say, y'all right, nigga, but slow down.
Oh yeah, we was out there. We were shooting up. We were shooting.
Yeah,
we had the push shoulders, yo.
Yeah, I said, yo, we don't need to fight each other, yo. Right? And I understood that the Raw Squad was so firmly entrenched in the community, had so much sway, right? That man, y'all weren't gonna be able to get that off, right? And everybody wasn't on the team wasn't as prolific, right? It like Gullah, you got Ngozi, you got Gullah, you got Joshua Kane, you know what I'm saying? Mel, I like Mel, you know what I mean? And then it was a damn drop off. You know what I'm saying? Where, you know what I mean? Like the prolific shit, you know what I mean? It just, and I knew, I say, man, yo, if they gonna be right, because I said that Afro-Asiatic shit, I don't understand enough about it, right? And but what these niggas is saying, yo, I said, if they translate that motherfucking book, yo, it's gonna be a good fight. I said, but until y'all get that shit done, like remember I told y'all, you translate that shit.
Hey, right? Look, hey, Christopher Davis did that because we had a French sister, Tamaya, who lived in Canada, who deciphered the book from French to English, and that's when Christopher Davis found out that what's his name, Wuja plagiarized.
You talking about my homegirl, the French lady. Remember, Shorty? That was my homegirl. Remember that? Remember that thing? That was my homegirl, yo.
Yeah, she lived in Canada. So what we did was when we got to it with him, we like, this nigga trying, this dude, what's his name, Wuja, he really trying to say Afro-Asiatic don't exist. And then they thought we wasn't gonna get the book deciphered, and we used the French lady to decipher the book, and then that's when we realized.
But y'all fought the war too fucking quick. It's like Hitler. Remember Hitler, yo? If he'd have got that bomb.
Yo, that was a good man. Yo, that was.
We had a couple of
hold on. If Hitler would have got that bomb, yo, United States swoop in and they got that shit first, yo. Y'all was right there, and y'all started. Y'all, it was y'all moved too fucking quick. That's what young people do. They move too fast, yo. And y'all was fucking with Cajun veterans, yo. And we just got y'all right there. We didn't watch this. We didn't win. Right, with the real information. Now we know who actually won that battle. Y'all won that battle. And I had to give y'all niggas tribute. Yo, y'all the only group of motherfuckers that ever beat us, yo. Ever. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say you beat them niggas. You ain't beat me because I was right there laughing and shit.
Yo,
But I
yeah.
had, as a group leader, I had to come to y'all and apologize, Josh Kane and all y'all, man, right? And brought y'all on the show, and I looked y'all in the fucking face. I said, y'all niggas was right, I was wrong. And I took it. The rest of them niggas never said that. You know that, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well,
Never admitted that shit.
they don't. They still don't. They still, you know,
Never
dip
admitted
jab.
it,
They
yo.
still throw little
Never
jabs
admitted
in
it, yo.
it.
They never
Hey,
admitted this shit.
Hey, what is Pan African Jamie saying? He's saying, well, what do we have here? What does that mean?
No, he know he ain't got no motion. He know he get up here and get obliviated.
Oh yeah. Did you guys get the breakdown of evolution of what's so?
We just having a moment. I like. We gotta always spread the history of times, bro. We about to jump in there, but I wanted to finish it off with, yeah, bro. That's what we've been through, yo. That's why ain't nobody gonna never get us. It's 3 the hard way around this motherfucker, yo. This circle right here, yo, ain't gonna never be broken, yo. Niggas ain't gonna never penetrate that. That's codified, yo. I mean, that's all for just going through real wars, real experiences with people, yo, and having to trust people trying to pull us here, pull us there, yo. That's 3 the hard way, yo. That's why it's 3 the hard way, yo. We came by this the hard way, yo. But let's get into you wanted to talk about what? Because we covered the different categories and all that.
Oh yeah. So I don't know if you got into the early. I'm sorry. Could you hear me?
No, I held it for the North America. You came on the show. You made a statement about primates the other day. I want to make sure we get all that clear right. But go ahead. You can go ahead and rock that.
So what I wanted to say, so people can get a good understanding, is that what was found in Montana was it's a proto primate. You know, it's a proto primate. It's not really it's millions of years before our divergence or our split. This is what they label as the Pergateus, right? Pergateus is not a primate. It's a basal proto branch. So you got to go through earlier phases of primate stocks, like all the way down to like when you get to like Strepitophrenes, which is spelled Strepsirrhines, which gave rise to like it diverged into 2 types. And then you have our direct type that gave rise to our phases, which is like the haplophytes. You ever heard of that? So then you start to get into like taser-like, monkey-like, and all that. Then you start to find our divergence within that branch with the anthropoids, right? And that's the monkey and the monkey and ape-likes, which is 40 million before our divergence starts at 26 to 23 million, which was shared between, you know, monkeys and at base we all simians, as Brother Gullah always say. But that divergence between us and monkeys diverge at 23 million to 23 million to 26 million when we started going our own lane. But what I was trying to say is that people try to use, like that guy, the proto primates that they found in the Americas to try to make way as if that's us. And he doesn't even understand the different phases of time from 65 million to 40 million to 30 million to 23 million to 8 million years of divergence before you even get our direct line, before you even get to Australopithecus that formed in Africa, and before you go into the direction before you find the actual true first human, which is Homo habilis or handyman. That's the first human that first diverged from Australopithecus. You know,
they weren't even humans. What he was trying to describe, because even the earliest primates, you can find them in the landmass between North America and Eurasia. You know what I'm saying? Like even it goes a while ago, years ago. Remember you brought up the very old primate that was in China that looked like a taser.
It looked like a taser. Yep. Yep. They was mainly in those bases between Asia and Africa and Europe. And not to mention, we don't know for sure if what gave rise to like the predecessor Australopithecus, because you know they kicked out Sahelanthropus. Sahelanthropus isn't really considered a line for us no more. They don't really know. That's in question. But they're finding Grecopithecus like they found in Greece. A lot of the older base for something like us could have been developed in the Mediterranean barks between Southern Europe and North Africa. But we have to realize that when you're in zones of hot radiation, the tropical zones, more radiation, more mutations. The higher volumes of radiation causes, you know, divergence or damage to DNA, or which is damage to deoxyribonucleic acid, which forms into mutations and shifts, which is one of the major mechanisms that we see staged within the field of evolution. So when we talk about the full spectrum, what's going on with this organism, this phase of what became us, and the levels of pressure that it went through to accumulate in time to become what we are in the sense of divergence from the northern Mediterranean all the way into the tropical zones, where you start to find Australopithecus and even earlier phases of us like Kenyan at this time before you even get into Homo habilis. It's a very complex thing. It's not simple.
No, it's not simple. And I would like to add to that. So the true primates. All right. So you got the earliest primate like mammals fossils is from North America and Europe. Okay, 65 to 55 million years ago. True primates. What you call them? Euro primates. Primates.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they would have wet noses like modern day dogs too, like lemurs, like the earliest.
Yeah, it's split into lemur like.
Yeah.
All right. Fossils from Africa, Asia, and Europe. Okay. 40, 35 million years, early monkeys, anthropods, fossils such as Egyptopithecus from Egypt, emerge in Africa. Then 35 to 30 million. Some anthropods migrate from Africa to South America, likely via floating vegetations across the Atlantic.
Remember what
I said earlier?
That shit crazy.
That's crazy. On that.
Remember I said the New World monkeys are really the old world or older. You know what I'm saying? They like Egyptopithecine would have been more related to the New World monkeys because they come from a more basal branch of simians.
So if y'all feel jumpy and feel monkey tonight, hit that link and then drop the links. And I would like to show this because this kind of fits right into the damn conversation. Y'all see this right here, man. Those early oh shoot. Damn. Y'all see this right here. This would be Pangea right here. All right. And y'all see the different files. Y'all can see it, right? Make it big on the screen. Hold on. Take a look at this Gozy. Let me know. Can y'all see this? You see this Gozy? No, where he at? Gullah, can you see this?
Yeah, I see it. I see it.
All right. This is before the land mass is split. You can see it right here. All right. See these different fossil remains. All right. Fossil remains of freshwater reptiles. Okay. All right. Jurassic theropods. Am I saying it right? 3 million years fossils remains. Let's see. All right. Fossil evidence and theropods. I couldn't hear you, Gozy.
Yeah, I'm just saying you break the Jurassic and Jurassic. You start the Pangea went through shifts. The beginning phases of the shift starts at between 150 million years ago, and then it went through later shifts between 70 and 80 million. So you got to up. You're going into Jurassic periods and the Triassic period, especially the late Jurassic period. Before we get into the Triassic period, when mammals completely take over, because the first mammals really come on the scene between 200 million to 150 million. Dinosaurs were extinct in the last phase of the Jurassic period. So mammals started to take over between 68 million years ago. But I'll let you get to that.
Yeah, we filled up the niches that was missing that the dinosaurs filled up earlier. So we had the mammals filled up those environmental niches.
Yeah, but this is actually the fossil evidence to verify Pangea, because you can see the cross sections when the interlocking continents and how these different fossils actually go from Australia, Antarctica into India, and they find these fossils already in South America, man. All right, and this is very interesting here, man. This is a good snapshot. This is the Wikipedia Pangea. Y'all need to do that. So this is our distribution of fossils across continents, and one line of evidence pointing to the existence of Pangea. All right, very, very important to the conversation when you're doing that. Like I said, it's germane to the conversation to understand the fossils. And this, we just like to do it like this real simple shit, man. Y'all hit that link if y'all got something to ask, question to ask, man. We taking callers, man. Let the great And Gozy and the Great Gullah, man. Let them, let them ask y'all questions, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, I appreciate you. You know what? See, Breezy, I appreciate you, bro. All right. I appreciate your voice in the conversations too, bro. Just let you know that, man. Glad you came up out of there. And this is a nut. What? In a flash TV? Yeah, you're a nut. But you won't say, look, bet you won't say it in our face. They never hit the link.
Yeah. Shout out to Said Breeze though. I like how he bring good conversation.
Yeah. He like to bring the good conversation. Yeah, he like to, he don't jump into nonsense with it. He let us work that shit out. He get up out of that shit. Like, nah, nigga, don't tag me in that shit. Nigga try to tag nigga. Niggas don't got no tag. Niggas like Chief X don't got no tag. He try to drag everybody in the shit for what? Gozy like to teach what the fuck he like to teach at. He can teach what he want to teach. Nigga been around here so long, go where he want to go at. Same with Gullah. You can go where the hell you want to go. Simple as that, yo. Ain't no treaties on where the niggas can go and teach. They teach about the information, yo. Some real shit. Go where they need to go at, yo. But don't try to use that against us, yo. See, that's what niggas try to do. Don't use that shit against us, man.
Before we before the show here tonight, I want you to pull up that Gombe chimp war, yo.
I know, I remember that. The Gombe, what's it called?
Gombe, Gombe.
Goo. Hold on.
MBE. Gombe chimp wars.
Right.
It's a wiki page about it.
Geo, what is it? I couldn't hear you. Geo Gombe.
Gombe.
Gombe Chimp Wars. All right. Gombe Chimp Wars on deck. Boom. They acting crazy in the chimp world. Hey, did y'all know the chimpanzees was in the Stone Age? I bet you didn't know that, did you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, fun fact. These niggas is in the Stone Age. Planet of the Apes return. Gombe Chimp Wars. What you need off of here?
I was just see if you can read it to just the first caption that people understand what I was talking about. It's like, so when you actually read this stuff, it's like you forget you forget you're reading about a whole different species. You think you read about humans. You gotta get there.
All right. The Gombe Chimp Wars are also known as the 4-Year War. Crazy. Was a violent conflict between communities of chimpanzees. The Gombe Stream National Park in Kigoma region of Tanzania between 1974 and 1978. The two groups were once unified in the Cascalia community. By 1974, researchers Jane Goodell, I think you was talking about her, right? That's the first person went and lived with the chimps, right? Yep. She went and lived with the damn chimps, yo. She studied them. She lived with them. All right. Jane Goodell noticed the community splitting. It say over a span of 8 months, a large party of chimpanzees separated themselves into the southern area. It say of Kasakala. It say and were renamed the Kahuma community. It said the separatists consisted of, did I read it right? The separate, what did I say? Separatists.
The separatists. Yeah,
okay, the separatists, it say consistent of 6 adult males, 3 adult females, and their young. Man, the Kasakle was left with 8 adult males. 8 adult males, 12 adult females, and they young. Oh man, they got a bigger tribe, yo.
Bro, they got a map and everything on this page. Like,
hold on. During the 4-year conflict, all males of Kahuma community were killed. Whoa, which one had the most? What? Hold on. Oh, they had the big. Oh, they had the big. The Kasakala, they had the big one in Kamuma. Let's say during the 4-year, all the males of Kamuma community were killed, effectively disbanding the community. The victorious Kasakala then expanded into further territories, but were later repelled by 2 other communities of chimpanzees. That's deep. Yeah, you see them breakaway groups gotta slow down. Boy, they get distinguished out of the world. That's crazy. Like
They
that.
go down front. They got the map of how they was dispersed.
Yeah, right here, right?
No, not that one. Another map. Go down. It got like colors on it.
Oh, all right. Let me see. Let me go down a little bit. The wars, the map, the aftermath, the map right here.
Yeah, right here. Yeah, that's how they was
Excellent.
dispersed.
Jane Goodell, known for research on chimpanzees. The outbreak of the war shocked her, and she had previously considered chimpanzees to be, although similar to human beings, rather nicer. Coupled
Yeah,
with
bro,
cannibalism
bro.
emphasized by the high-ranking females in the community, the Gombe War revealed a dark side of chimpanzees' behavior. In her 1990 memoir, Through the Window, My 30 Years with the Chimpanzees of Gombe, she wrote, I ain't gonna read that, read them shift to death. Here you go.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I'm gonna say before she got that data, in her research, the world, thought, what I'm saying, that's even the scientific world, what I'm saying, they thought chimps were like peaceful hippies, what I'm saying, no harmful. Then when she found out the real, what I'm saying, she went down to the Tanzania. She was in O Block, Parkway Gardens.
Mm. Yeah. See, Breezy, we're gonna go over that, bro. Get your reading up, yo. We come through on that. Absolutely, we're gonna definitely read that, yo. Man, he said we gotta. He said, we gotta go over that Green Sahara study. Yeah, we're gonna do it on 3 the hard ways, yo. Let you know your pop up on us. We definitely gonna do that. Yep, good one. That's a real good one right there, yo. I know Gozy enjoy talking about it. I know you will, Gullen. You know I'm enjoy talking about that, man. But yeah, man, yo, we've been in here for like what, an hour and a half, an hour 40. I dropped the link. Anybody want to get in? It was all good, man. Fontaine, man, appreciate you, man. That fire ass mood you gave us, man. Always appreciate you. Good to see you back around, bro. Ain't seen you in a while, though. Appreciate you, bro. Always around there, man. All that, man. And say, why
Y'all
would
said
anyone think a chimp? We can't even hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead, Gozy. Man, your phone messing up. And I know you be at work, yo, doing your thing, yo. Yeah. Any closing words, Gella?
Man, sure, this was a good show, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate the light, appreciate the flowers, bro. You know what I'm saying? For real. That's all I'm trying to do is, make people think, get people scientifically literate and, just open their mind up a little bit, more on science and, books and getting accurate information, yo. That's like I just try to be accurate as possible, yo.
Yeah, that's real, yo. And Gozy. Any closing words, yo? I know your phone probably acting
what's up, my bro?
You got some closing words, man?
Hey, no, I'm in it.
Couldn't hear you. Anyway, we're gonna do that Green Sahara joint, yo. Just to let you know that Nature Green Sahara article, and then we got that show to do about Hawaii. So we're gonna definitely step on that real quick. Figure out what he doing. Enjoy that, man. Fontaine, man, I appreciate you. Continue to listen, man. Sonic, man, we appreciate that work you do for the pseudo killers, man. And you always, lighthearted with that, man. Appreciate you, bro. Ain't no cap right there, yo. All right. Hope you continue to, fuck with, the process, man. Because you already know what it is, man. I fuck with who fuck with me. Simple as that, man. I'm gonna make sure we keep this thing right, man. Man, hit that Cash App going out the door, man. Man, like and subscribe, man. Man, y'all know what it is, man. Y'all listening to 3 the hard way, man. We're doing our thing like we supposed to, man. Sitting up here, got this thing right, man.
Yeah,
appreciate everybody, man. Appreciate you, Gullah, man. We're gonna get back on this regular, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe to Gullah channel, man. The Book of Al Jahid, man.
Oh yeah, I finna get back doing shows too, yo. I got my own spot, my own place now, so it's gonna be live, yo.
Yeah, he like to spark it up, spark the blunt up, get in the mode, do his little thing he do, roll him up and do his thing and get into that, man. Take your time over there, yo. Do his thing right, man. Man, with that, man, I like everybody that came through. Appreciate everybody. All the stars came out tonight, man. You know what I'm saying, man? Peace to us all. Seeker. Save your kids, yo. Yeah, become an atheist. That's right. Fontaine, man, the music maker, yo. Show enough battle rapper and rapper, yo, making songs and music, man. Like that touch you added to us, man. Jack Homer, man, was in the building, man. I saw to see Breezy, man. Appreciate you, man. Long supporter, man. I know it. Man, that's everybody. Babylon done. Outside the box, man. Bananas, always that. Man, Shezmu been around for years, man. He chose the pseudo side, but that's still my man. He went all blacked out. He couldn't make it. Kevin Troy, you know what I'm saying? And the super nut. And the Flash TV. He's a nut. Never will hit that damn link. I know he won't, yo. Better not hit that damn link, man. Shit, yo. We get tore up. Get the fur tore off of him, man. Hey, man, y'all know what it is? It's 3 the hard way, man.
In the land of Chimpanzee, wisdom flows like the Nile, unlocking the meta-netto, we study in style. Ancestors whisper as we listen with pride. In the heart of the city, ancient truths collide. No time for the fake, skepticism is real. Free the hard way. 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 I'm the God killer from these Baltimore streets, dropping knowledge bombs as the history repeats. He goes deep with wisdom, channeling the stars, might teaching on the block. Ancient wrongs turn right, the law keeps it gutter, rooted like a tree. Yeah, free the hard way.